Hey everyone. This is our final week, and this week we were asked to watch three documentaries. Um, a documentary on Jean-Michel Basquiat, and about graffiti artists, and about Banksy. I just want to say that I think, for me personally, since I'm a senior and I graduate, and I'm an art major, it's really nice to end my education watching these three really, really great films. Um, we were asked to discuss multiple different questions or whatever we chose. And the question that really stood out to me was, who was the biggest heroes and who were the jerks? Um, because in all reality, I don't think that any of them were jerks. Um, Basquiat was such an incredible artist who was dying to speak in a time where blacks, where African American voices were not being heard as loud as he would have liked. Um, you know, he 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 was so interesting in the fact that he worked and worked and worked, and he was just in this zone, and he had something to say that he could not help but say. And I think that the great thing about all of the artists that we saw in all of these films was most of them had something they just felt totally 100% compelled to say. That was a huge driving factor for all of them. Um, during the time of Basquiat, minimalism was what was recognized as the pristine art. And he says himself, and other people say through the documentary, that they're sick of seeing white walls with white people drinking wine. And, and that was something that he was trying to change. And it's a shame that people didn't recognize that to the fullest extent until after he passed away. Do I think that graffiti artists are heroes? No. But do I think that they're jerks? No. I can't say that they're jerks. Throughout the entire documentary with the graffiti artists, something I noticed that was consistent was they all, wanted their names surrounding them. They wanted to feel like they had a space. Many of them, I've never been in any of their situations. A lot of them didn't come up, in great areas and things like that. And, I always had a space to call my own. And I've never needed a voice to claim a space of my own, or they were compelled to take ownership in something, and they took ownership in their artwork. You know, Saber said, like, Saber's mom says that it was almost like he had to do it, and if he didn't, he would become like really irritable. And that's where it drives back to, like, connect all of these artists from all of these films. Like, they had that passion, that drive to say something in a creative way, you know? The documentary about Banksy, Teddy fits that bill. Terry fits that bill. Terry had to say something. He had to see these people. He needed to be surrounded by them and totally engulfed in their energy and what they were doing, because he was so compelled. I mean, when he, first started working with Banksy, he was at his beck and call. You need anything. Went out, bought him a cell phone, bought him minutes, did everything he needed to do. And that passion kicked off into Terry's passion, and it was a community. They're all parts of communities that are trying to say something, and you know best thing that I can say is gain real power from perceived power. I mean, if you don't take anything from any of these films, take that line and really evaluate it for yourself, because I think that has a lot to say about anything about life. So I really enjoyed this semester, and thank you for watching.